One tip I would give young writers would be just to write. Obviously, that is the main thing, but also just to try and find people to collaborate with. So when I was first wanting to write, the first thing I wanted to do was create a comic. So I got in touch with lots of other artists and writers, and we developed an anthology comic together. That was really hard back when I did it. It was before the internet. Now, those kind of collaborations are so much easier. And you've got the tools in your pocket to make a film. You could go away this afternoon, write an idea for a story, get together with some friends at the weekend and go and shoot that, and maybe have a completed film by Monday morning. That sort of development process, condensed development process, was really, really hard when I was first starting out. So to have those opportunities in your pocket is amazing, really. So I think just anyone coming into the industry just has to force themselves to generate that kind of content, push themselves to do as many ideas as they can, and try and develop them, and they will learn from every single one that they do, and they will get better.
I think the biggest advice is don't send in a script until it's ready. Not sending things in that are clunky or things that you just think are brilliant. Don't go in being too cocksure of yourself, because there might be so many things on the slate. It's just about having your own confidence in your script, but not being arrogant with it. I think the majority of us are not arrogant. We are quite insecure as a group. Believe in your work, but not too much.
The biggest roadblock for an author, I think it's just getting your voice heard and getting to meet the right people in broadcasting and publishing. You have to go out there and meet people. The work doesn't come for you. Even if you're established, a lot of the time you have to still go out there knocking on doors. That's why I think going to conventions, conferences, festivals, that's the best place to be able to meet a broadcaster and build those relationships and have that rapport. If you meet the people and put a name to a face and you nurture that relationship, that's the best way of getting yourself recognised and building on that sort of professional relationship with somebody.
You have to write your calling card script, and you have to make sure that it's good enough to send in front of these people, because you only get that one chance to make a first impression, and as cliched as that sounds, it is true.
I think you do need to be writing your own stuff rather than just working to hire on other people's things. You need to be generating your own content, because it's only through generating your own content you're going to ultimately have that kind of creative control over a property.
There's an absolute joy in writing for yourself, because you don't have anyone else that sort of gets involved. I think when I write for myself, it's just me on the page, and that's what I want to do. I don't have to think about what a producer wants or what a script editor wants. And actually the first draft is the greatest joy. And then when you give it to someone else, that's sort of when the hard work comes in. But yeah, I'd say writing for yourself is the best thing you can do.
Young people advice would be it's find time to write every day, get in the habit of being a writer, even if you're not writing long form, even if it's just idea generation. The more you do something, the better you become theoretically. So the more you're doing it, the more experienced and the more adept you'll be as a writer. Oh, and one more thing. If you have somebody you can trust as a collaborator, or somebody that you can as a sounding board for ideas, do get in touch with those, because they will only help you give you a straight and honest feed on the way that you're developing your work. Don't surround yourself with people who are just lickspittles who will blow smoke up your bum and tell you you're the greatest writer in the world. You need honest feedback, and I think that's where having a good friend who knows the business can really help as well.